Hey everyone, happy Wednesday to you. Looks like I'm the only one here right now, so I'm just taking tags off of clothing that I got for $1. Gonna do some state trivia for people, give them something to listen to while they work. And also, I have more color wheels to give away. If anyone's interested in a color wheel, I'll tell you what, if you can't watch the live stream, the first person who is watching on replay, who comments below, I want a color wheel, that first person, you will get your very own color wheel to put in photos of your clothing. And I think I've mentioned before, it's best if you take them apart because you get more colors and it's a lot easier. And thank you again, Esme, for um, telling me about that. I really appreciate it. So somebody's here because I see a comment. Hey, Landshark, how are you? You have any interest in coming in? I sent the link out in a direct messenger to everybody. So welcome to Reseller Rowboat. I'm just taking tags off of clothes. So if somebody comes in, so we have somebody coming in. Let's see. Hey, Kimberly, can you hear me? I can't hear you. If you're using an external microphone, you need to go down to settings and make sure that it's set for the microphone that you are using. I have a feeling you may have restarted your computer earlier. This is by Extra Touch. It's just a little tank top with sequins on it. And also have an Allison Daly 1X Patriotic t-shirt. Just showing you some of the stuff I got until we get some other people in the side chat. All right, we got Lily by Fermiana 1X. This is my typical Lily by Fermiana dress, t-shirt dress that I buy all the time. Kimberly's getting some audio issues worked out right now. Donald J. Trump. This is a 17.5, 36-37 purple. I believe I've sold this shirt before. I don't see Donald Trump shirts anymore. They used to be really big sellers for me. I don't know. With everything going on in the country, they may not be now. But I couldn't pass it up, and it was purple. This is by Sonoma 3XLT. This is a men's plaid shirt. It almost feels like a light flannel, but it's not. It's just a soft cotton. Hey, can you hear me? I can hear something. I heard something there, Kimberly, for just a second. This is by White House Black Market, extra small. This is a really cute tank top with lace and a little tie for the back. I haven't been seeing much White House Black Market lately. So, Joe Boxer 2X. This is a psychedelic woohoo sweater. This should sell no problem. Joe Boxer's always a great seller for me. I've talked to several of you this morning, and most of you seem to be having a good day. Let me know. Can't join, sorry, but we'll be right here. Okay, no problem. Okay, Kimberly's telling me that her connection is bad. Okay. Dang it, Kimberly, I was hoping I could talk to you about cruises today. Maggie wants to go on a cruise. If you're watching later, Kimberly, we need to get together and talk about what month is good for you next year. So this is by Ankh Casuals. It is just a lightweight shirt jacket, polka dot. I got quite a bit of Ankh plus sizes this time, and that's a really good seller, the Ankh plus sizes. But regular sizes don't really sell that great. But so anyway. So what have you been doing today, Craig? Sag Harbor 3X. This is a tunic, sweater, knit top. So, what was I going to tell you? Well, so today I have inventoried 2 boxes, which is 14 items, 16 items each, something like that. And then I have hung up clothing. And this stuff that I'm taking tags off right now, I'm going to be starting to measure tonight. I was telling Barry, I'm getting a little panicked. I don't think I'm going to have enough drafts completed before I leave for my trip. But I've decided that, and guys, it's always a good idea. Whenever you're stressing yourself out over something, just stop. Okay, so what I've decided to do is I wanted to have at least 100. I list 12 items a day, so I figured that would hold me. If I can't do it, just can't do it. I'm going to take whatever I have completely finished, divide it by the number of days that I'm going to be gone, and that's how many will go live. Can't beat myself over the head. Last week I told you guys my sales were up. Well, today they are down. So imagine that, up and down. We're going to try again. Hello? I hear something.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey.
I hear you now.
Yeah, I'm having problems.
I don't see your picture anymore, but that's okay.
Oh, my picture's horrible.
I know who you are.
I was on my phone, but my phone keeps turning the internet off for some reason while I'm on StreamYard. Oh, my mobile data goes away.
Are you working right now?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. You gonna keep working while we do this, or?
Yes.
Hang out.
Got
Okay.
to.
Well, maybe we shouldn't talk very much, but I got questions to ask you, girl.
Oh, that's okay. You go ahead and ask
Craig
questions.
says washing clothing and bagging so I can picture. Also working on getting items ready for antique booth. That's so exciting that you got an antique booth, Craig. Good for you. I mean, you're going all in. I'm so happy for you. You know, got a lot of not a lot of Quacker Factory, but I got a really cute Quacker Factory top here, twofer kinda, with some bling on it. So, Kimberly, I wanted to ask you a question about like what month would be good for you next year, because I know you're going on 2 in January.
Any time of the year. Now, the cheapest time of the year is January, February, March, and then again starting around September, October, November.
I don't want to wait that long. If you went twice in January, would you be willing to go again in March?
Yes.
Okay. Let me look at March. Okay, I got some stuff coming up on my family in March, but let me see if I can. My mother really wants to go, and so I got to figure out a way so she can go, and it's gonna be tough because I don't really want to leave my dad alone. So I got to figure that out. My brother's building a house, and it's supposed to be done the end of February, beginning of March, but you know how that goes.
Right.
So I got to have somebody ready, in case my dad needs them, and that's gonna be a really bad time. But like you're saying, that's the good. Would February be too soon?
I'm going at the beginning of February, so
okay.
I'll come back February the 3rd, I believe it's the date I'm come back on that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go January, and I'm going to be home for about 6 days, and then I'm going to leave out again for February at the end of January, 1st of February.
Are you going to be going on out of Galveston on all these?
No, we're going out of New Orleans, but I've been out of Galveston before.
Mm-hmm. That's my preference, honestly, because I'm near Galveston.
Right. And for me, it's New Orleans is like a 4-hour drive down there. We drive down there, park our car, drive home when we return. Yeah. So starting like the 12th of February, that weekend, the 10th, 11th, the 12th.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Denise, how are you? Do you want a link? Let me know if you want a link, and I'll send you a link and come in and visit while we work. We're talking cruises right now, Destiny. Okay, so Maggie wants to go on a cruise with me, and I think it would be fun. Now, do you have a travel agent?
No, I always book through Carnival, and I go straight through their website.
Okay. You get better group rates, or do you use group rates, or y'all just all by your own and meet there?
One person books, and everybody else pays that person.
It's cheaper, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I figured.
You can get up to 4 in a cabin. And if you do 4, I would recommend getting at least a ocean view, because it gives a little bit more room in the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
If you get an interior, you're going to get 2 bunk beds on bottom and 2 on top.
Oh, no. I don't do bunk beds.
Mm-mm.
It'd probably be just me and my mom in the room. I snore, so I don't want to keep anybody awake. She
That's
doesn't sleep at all, so it doesn't matter.
yeah.
You
If you
know.
get a window view, you get two twin beds, and
Mm,
then they have a couch that they fold out and makes a bed.
yeah.
It's not like a fold out couch. It's they remove the back cushions and all that. They make it work.
Mm. Yeah. We were scheduling a cruise last fall, and I couldn't get my birth certificate from Indiana in time. It took 4 months for me to get my birth certificate.
Oh
The
goodness.
reason I want a birth certificate is, I have to be really careful about my dad, and I was afraid I would have to fly back, and you have to have uh, that birth certificate to get on a plane. You don't to go cruising, and I just didn't feel comfortable us both going and not being able to get back quickly. So I ordered my birth certificate, and then when I could see that it was going to be a while, I just said, you know what, this is not going to happen. And it was a good thing I canceled because I didn't get it in time anyway.
Yeah, you can get cruise insurance. It's best to purchase it at the time you book your room,
Mm-hmm.
and that way, if you have to cancel your cruise all the way up till the date, you get
Yeah.
majority of your money back.
I didn't get my birth certificate after the cruise. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I just couldn't believe it I got a lot of Susan Graver this time, Kimberly, for $1. I
Oh,
was
that's
happy
nice.
about that. Hey, Glenn, how are you? You're at work? Okay. Well, let's play some Juju for you guys, and hopefully somebody will get a sale, okay? All right, let me know if you make a sale during the show, and I will play a song for you to congratulate you. Hope that Juju helps you. It's usually Glenn out of us that makes a sale. You that are here. Where did my phone go? All right. I asked my assistant not to call me between 1 and 3 today. So I have this thing pulled up, but it's not pulling up. Dang it, where'd it go? I have some state trivia, but it's not pulling it up. Can you only watch it one time? That's not good. It's showing me all these advertisements. You were born in Louisiana, right, Kimberly?
Yes,
You've
I
been
was
there.
born in New Orleans, but I grew up northeast Louisiana.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's not pulling that up, so I'm probably going to have to look for it on the internet. All right, so this is the one thing that each state is worst at, and they're in alphabetical order. So the first one is Alabama. Alabama has the most child smokers. Alabama has raised its smoking age to 19, but this measure on seemingly improving health is about as helpful as fast food restaurants listing how many calories are in their huge burgers. Monroe area, Swamp says. Some of these are funny, and then some of these are kind of sad. And y'all, just ignore my crooked glasses. I gotta get new ones. My black ones glare, like you can see my computer screen through them. So, where's my scissors? I just seem very unorganized today. Christy, if you're out there, you can join us. LA is the last in everything. Louisiana. What does that mean? Ooh, cha-ching. Finally, I've only made $40 today. I just cannot believe my sales have tanked this week. They were so great last week. Just tanked. If we look at them crooked, they will be straight. Okay, yeah, hold your computer sideways. And I'm just going to keep on pulling tags off. If I see something interesting or think you should pick it up, I'll hold it up. Okay, how's that? Okay, so Alaska has the highest chlamydia rate. So much oil money went around, and that led to pretty bad choices. But it is the state with the lowest population density and the coldest average temperature, so lonely Alaskans will really want another warm body. Hope I can say that word on YouTube.
That's another diagnosis.
Yeah. I'm working on my podcast. I don't know if I told you. I'm starting a podcast on OCD, Kimberly, and it's going to be on Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, wherever, Apple, wherever you get your podcast. But it's also going to be on a YouTube channel, and YouTube is really strict about some of the things that you say, and so I have to be really careful when I'm talking, because I never really thought about that before, and so I say that on there. I say, I can't say this word because it's going to be on YouTube. Yeah. All right. So we did Alaska. Nobody here's from Alaska, I take it. Megan Moini's from Alaska. Arizona. This would be me. Worst at going to the dentist. Hate the dentist. In fact, I've had a gum problem the last few days, and I'm a little nervous because I just had x-rays like 2 weeks ago. They didn't find anything wrong, and now this gum has been bothering me, but today's a lot better. So maybe it's just because I still have my wisdom teeth. I'm thinking maybe it's coming from behind that last tooth. It's from that wisdom tooth. I don't know. Only $32 there. Okay, get with the program, Craig. You got to sell more than $32. Hope that juju works. Arizona, worst at going to the dentist. About 60% of people in Arizona admitted to not going to regular dentist exams. Makes sense if you're retired and have dentures, but really that's gross. Well, I'm going to just fess up and say that I have to have goofy gas when I go, even just to get my teeth cleaned. I cannot stand things in my mouth, foreign objects in my mouth. I mean, I will bite your finger. If you stick your finger in my mouth, you will get a bite. And so they give me goofy gas, and my insurance helps pay for it, and I'm good. And I'm not the only one. They tell me, my wife makes fun of me all the time, but they tell me I'm not the only adult who has to have goofy gas. So I don't know. This is a really cute top here. I'm going to take the tag off. I don't know what this is. So how do you do your business when you're gone so much, Kimberly?
I have an assistant.
That's right.
I put, depends on if she's going to be around much. I already have 2-day handling time, and she comes in and makes sure that everything is pulled and shipped out. Mm-hmm. And I'll have internet access on the ship,
right?
So that I can go in daily and check on things. And
Are you going to have drafts saved up, or
Oh yes, I'll have drafts.
how many drafts do you think you're going to have saved up?
Oh, a good 250 or more.
Oh, and you're at that number right now all the time.
No.
Like I can't get over 100. Like I just can't get over 100. I don't. I mean, I got to like 120, and then one night I took a break of taking tags off or whatever, and it just, you know, it just I couldn't do it. And I am doing a lot right now. I know I'm doing a lot of stuff right now that, you know, and I've been working till noon and stopping, but the last month or so I haven't been on that schedule because I'm trying to prepare for this trip. I'm gonna be gone to North Carolina for 6 days. And so I want to have enough draft. I do 12 a day. I don't know how many you let go live.
15.
Yeah. So I have been at 15 before. I'm doing 12 right now. And so I need, what's that, 90, 94 I need for a week. And so I was shooting for like 100, 110, because when I get back, I'm not going to have time to work. Like when I get back, for one thing, I'm coming in at midnight on my wife's birthday. I'll come home and crash for, 8 hours, hopefully. Get up. It's her birthday and she still has to work, and then I'll pack whatever sold. Plus I have to go into my work emails and see what I've got facing me. I'm not going to do the work, but I'm probably going to print out emails, kind of get us, see what happened while I was gone, what didn't get addressed. And so I figure I'm going to have to do 10-day handling time right before I go. So not accepting any offers or anything, I guess. And I'm petrified that I've got it on my calendar. I don't know what date it is, but when I have to put it on 10-day handling.
And then you can go in every day and lower that from 10 to 9 to 8 as each day goes by.
Well, yeah. And then it goes from 7 and then it stays at 7 to 4, isn't it? Like they skip 5, 6.
Maybe so.
They skip. It's a weird thing, but I'm scared to use time away. Do you use time away?
No.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to do my business policies. Is that what you do?
Yeah, that's the way I do
it. But the only reason I thought about doing business policies and time away was it would give them a thing up at the top. But I message them all anyway. At the end of the day, I message them and say, everybody that bought anything that day, I message them and I just have a little thing I copy and paste. It says, don't know if you noticed, but we're out, we're not there and we'll be shipping on such day. I always message them. And maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should let them figure that out. But I don't want to get a bunch of messages going, when are you going to ship? When are you going to ship?
Yeah, I have 2-day handling. And if I don't get to do my handling on Friday, eBay doesn't count it until Monday. If it's purchased on Thursday, it's like, I have until Monday to ship it. And they still will contact me. When you ship this?
When you're out of town and they start buying, do you message them and tell, well, you've got your assistant, though. She's going to ship.
Right. She doesn't work on Fridays, though.
Okay. So you don't have to.
I'll be out of town this Friday. I've got to leave early Friday morning to drive to South Louisiana. And those packages won't get shipped until Monday. Mm-hmm. But I've got 2-day handling. So according to eBay, they're not late.
Land Shark said $32 was on a $2 item. That's good. Good profit there. Destiny says, I have to take meds when I go to the dentist also, but it's because of my PTSD and I can't handle men with their hands on my face. Major problem for me and them. Yeah, and Destiny, I think you know my history with that as well. It's kind of the same thing. And I didn't go to the dentist for 25 years. Between probably high school, I was 18, 17, 25 years I didn't go to the dentist. That was bad, right? And you would think I would have had cavities everywhere. And so I had a friend that was a dental hygienist and they'd gotten this new equipment in for cleaning. And so they gave me a Valium ahead of time. And she and her dental assistant friends met me in there on a Saturday and they cleaned my teeth. after 25 years. And she looked, she couldn't do the x-rays and stuff, right? But she did the cleaning. And she goes, Beth, surprisingly, I don't see any problems. But she goes, could be. Yeah, I just can't do x-rays today. So I calmed down a little bit. And then when I got together with Jania and we got dental insurance for me and everything, I went and I didn't have any cavities. I was like, wow.
That's
like,
great.
I mean, that's like unusual, right? You would think. So now I go every 6 months because I don't know why I go every 6 months. Well, at first I did because I had gum issues and I did have some gum issues, but it wasn't bad. Like I didn't have to do all that deep gum thing. Like my brother had to have that. And he said that was the most painful thing he ever had in his life. But I just had to go in every 6 months and make sure I was doing what I was supposed to do. And I don't like flossing. Flossing grosses me out. Somebody told me to use a flat toothpick and just when you're sitting there watching TV, just pick. I tried that. It didn't do anything. And with my arthritis, it's difficult for me to maneuver the dental floss. Does that make sense? I even tried those things with those little pick things with the dental floss there. Well, I can get it way back in there. I can't get that thing back there. I can do it in the front, but I can't get that thing. It's too wide. It's like that wide. So it's been an issue. But I surely wasn't expecting to have an ache this week when I just had x-rays. So I have a filling that it's in the top, in the back. It keeps falling out and they keep putting it back in. And I know one day they're just going to say, you just need to pull this stupid tooth. But
I have a partial and I hate it.
Yeah, Des, you know what I'm talking about. Can't say it on YouTube. So anyway. Okay, Arkansas. Fewest advanced degrees per capita. Only 6.1% of Arkansas residents have an advanced degree or higher. That's a little hard to believe. Where did they come up with this number? So professors looking for a job should think long and hard before moving here. I didn't mean this to be the dentist show, but you just never know what we're going to talk about on this show, right? So Des, I have a guest lined up on my podcast. Her name's Tracy. She was a patient on the reality show, The OCD Project, in 2010. And I don't know if you've ever seen that. It's on YouTube right now. Anyway, Tracy and I became Facebook friends after that show. And so she's offered to come on and talk. And it was so exciting because when we met each other the other night, I feel like we've known each other our whole life. And so now we plan like 2 or 3 shows. So I'm real excited. This is going to be my first guest in whoa.
I'll have to get my daughter-in-law to watch your show. She is undiagnosed, but she definitely has OCD.
Oh, good. Not good that she has it, but good that I'll have I have somebody to listen. I'm not planning on having any medical professionals on there because there's enough of those shows out there. And plus, all these medical professionals, they all disagree on so many things. It gets so confusing. So I wanted something different. So it's just me, and so hopefully I'll have some more guests later telling their stories and tell people what worked for them, what didn't work for them, and make people feel less alone. And when I looked for podcasts, there were lots of podcasts, but most of them, like I said, had medical professionals on. And the ones that didn't, the ones like mine, where they were just like telling their stories, they only had like 3 or 4 episodes and then they quit. So I thought, well, that's not good. I wonder, it must be pretty tough out there. People are quitting after 3 or 4 episodes. But I already have like 17 episodes taped, so I'm trying to stay ahead. But it is a lot of work because you got to do the artwork. You got to. It's just a lot of work, keywords and promoting it, and all that's a lot of work, man. I
I can
know.
imagine. I do admit we take advantage of my poor daughter-in-law.
You do?
She, if we need something organized or cleaned, we'll call her. I had two ladies from our church come by to visit one day, and I called my daughter the day before, and I said, we're having these two ladies come to the church. She was at work because we're having news. We got to get this house cleaned. And her first words out of her mouth was, "Have you called my daughter-in-law?"
Mm.
Because she knew that if she showed up, it would be done. My son has forbidden me from giving my daughter-in-law anything to help with organization. He said, because I tried to give her some color-coded something, and he told me no. He said, because she will take whatever it is and redo totally just for that little color coding organization.
Destiny, I don't know if you're asking for my show name or the reality show name. The reality show is called The OCD Project with Dr. David Tolan. It's on YouTube only right now. It's in like a whole bunch of episodes. They split up the episodes. My show name, I will message you because that's not something I really want to put out in the YouTube world. I'll send you my YouTube link because I got the YouTube up already. It's got like an intro video. And then once it loads on Spotify, it's going to load on Labor Day. Once it loads on Spotify, then several days later, it'll start going out to Apple, Google, iHeartRadio, that kind of thing. But it's going to launch on YouTube and Spotify on Labor Day. So I give you that one, at least that'll give you the name. And hey, Todd, how are you? How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to have you here. Medical professionals are only in it to make money. Most do not even know what it's like to live with these problems. I was doing mental health lives for almost 2 years and then had to step back. Too many people wanted to play like they had mental health struggles and it got frustrating. Yeah, I was telling Tracy about you, Des. In fact, I gave her your YouTube channel because she's getting ready to start a mental health, well, she says she is, mental health podcast. So it's gentle mental health. And I said, oh, well, you ought to go over to my friend Destiny's channel and see, what she was doing and see if it's something that you want to do, because she's still kind of on the fence about it. And I did not want to be known like that. Oh, you didn't? Okay. What do you mean you did not want to be known like that? I don't understand I did not want to be known like that. Make that up, clear that up for me a little bit, Des. What do you mean by that? I know I'm keeping you from your work, Des. I'm sorry. But anyway, that's why it's kind of like I was just saying, it's like my legacy. It's just something that I want to leave that'll be up there forever, that when I'm gone, maybe it'll make somebody feel, because if I would have had something like that to listen to, it would have made me feel a lot better. Because I felt like at the beginning, I really thought I was the only one in the world that knew what it felt like to have OCD. Okay, I'm taking these freaking things off. This is not working. I'm putting these on, and I'm just going to go up, see if it's doing it now. Oh, it's not as bad. Like at night, when you look at my eyes at night, it's like completely blue from the camera. That's not too bad. Doing well, flipping and shipping and whatnot. Oh, you're doing whatnot. Awesome. California. Everybody knows what California is known for, right? Most polluted cities. People everywhere know the air in Los Angeles feels similar to the one in Mad Max movie. But hit up Bakersfield, Modesto, Sacramento, and Fresno. Not much difference there, as if people needed another reason not to visit Fresno. Okay. Ooh, Colorado. This is where Kimmy's from. Anybody want to guess what Colorado is known for? The greatest cocaine use. If you find yourself in Colorado attending somebody's party or people are talking about fresh cut powder, don't assume the discussion is anything about skin conditions. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna read Todd's and then I'm gonna read yours, Destiny. I'm headed outside to do some yard work, have a fun show. No, I'm not doing whatnot. Okay, so you're just saying whatnot. Okay. Wasn't sure about that. You'd be a great whatnot seller, though, Todd. I should put it like this. I didn't want to be known as somebody who had fake people who were playing like they had bad mental health and didn't. Does that make more sense? Yeah, because you're talking about panel members. I was thinking you were talking about people were contacting you. That's kind of I've got to make a rule or something in my head because I'm asking people to contact me, with questions or tell me a little about yourself or blah, 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 and I don't want to get stuck with, and I know I will. I mean, this is just inevitable, right, Kim, that I'm going to have some, can I call you Kim?
Yes.
Okay. It's just common sense that I'm going to have people who are needy contacting me, right? They want to be my friend. I mean, I already have eBayers that are upset with me because I don't want to be their friend, like my nightmare on eBay street lady. She's like, well, I thought you were my friend. Well, no, you're my customer. So I've got to put some kind of in my head boundaries, right? So that when I get a message, I can think, okay, does this go in the boundaries or not? Do I reply to this message or just like, do I leave it? So that's kind of what I got to think of right now before it goes live. So once it goes live, and that's the other problem with, I've got 17 episodes recorded. That's a problem. I did it because I didn't want to get like stressed out because, oh my God, I don't have enough episodes. I have to write one, I didn't want to stress out. Somebody told me to try have 25 episodes recorded so that you're not stressed and you can just record them as you feel like it. Right. But the problem is when in the first 5 episodes, I'm like, email me if you have any questions. Well, I won't have the answer to that question for like 17 more episodes. And so I'm just like, I don't know. The only other thing I can think of is I could stick one in there in between it and say, like take a break and say, question of the week or something like that. I don't know. It's very confusing. Hey, Pat Dees is here. How are you, sir? Face red, heart shape, hand pink, waving. Awesome. Wish I could see it. Pat D's, what's up? Look at this. People did contact me. I would ask questions and their answers were not something I felt was true. I did have other people who were true and struggling, but most were not. They would get mad when I didn't bring them on the panel. Yeah. I have a thing that says, in order to be a guest on the show, you have to be formally diagnosed and treated with OCD for at least 2 years. Now, how am I going to prove it? Don't know. But if I talk to them face to face, do a pre-interview, I have a feeling I could probably figure that out just by asking them questions. But maybe not always. Maybe not always. And also, Destiny, thank you so much for the tip about Mondays. For those of you that don't know, I mean, it's probably not interesting to you, but the most suicide attempts are on Mondays. So that's why my show is launching at 5 a.m. on Mondays. So.
Sorry.
All right. What do you think Connecticut is known for? Connecticut, most unequal incomes. Connecticut has the highest rate of school enrollment and the highest per capita income of the nation, but the top 1% in the state earn 41 times what everyone else makes. The rich just get richer and everyone else just settles to New Haven for New Haven pizza. Okay. It's great to see you, Pat. I mention you every Sunday night in my concerns and in the community. So speaking of that, concerns in the community, please bring those up right now if you have any. Of course, we always think of Pat D's. We're sending out good vibes and prayers if you're a praying person. And also Cindy Y. I'm happy to say that Cindy White was in my side chat Sunday night. I think it was Sunday night. And her daughter was there. And her daughter has graciously come over from another state, I think, and is taking care of Cindy right now. And I'm so thankful to you, Jane Marie, for taking care of Cindy. So there was somebody else that we mentioned. I don't know who it is. I need to write these things down again. I used to be really good at writing these concerns down. I go for follow-up tomorrow. My nerves are strained. I can imagine. So is this follow-up on your test that you had? Monday night between 7 and 9 p.m. So if I come back to YouTube with mental health, that is the time I will go back on that time like before I stepped back. Yeah, maybe around 4 or 5. Maybe around 4 or 5. I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's see what we got here. Something with flowers. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to start going back to my Saturday days because there are some brands I didn't get on Monday for $1, and I don't know. I probably need to alternate weeks. That's probably what I need to do. Kimberly, do you know what this is called when you have like a floral pattern and you see those lines right there?
Yes.
They're like textured. They're meant to look like embroidery. Well, I guess they are embroidery. On the back you can see the stitch. I mean, I never know what to call that. I guess I can say embroidery.
I just say embroidered.
All over the whole entire thing.
And then I have photos that are close-ups of it.
Yeah, I guess it is embroidery. I thought it was printed, but it's not. Or I don't know. I don't know what I thought it was. I knew it was textured. So that's not a good. I have other ones that I've had questions about. I'll turn off my camera for a second so I can get another tub. Oh, my dog didn't even move. It says that I have 10 people here, so if you would do me a favor and hit the thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. Hey, Amelia, how are you? I was mentioning you to Barry today when I was on the phone with him. We were talking about GoPros. Amelia, I think you were on the group chat that has the link if you want to come in and work. Okay, Pat D says, I need to run. Big thank you, Beth. Kimmy told me you always ask about me. Thanks for keeping me in your thoughts. Trophy yellow, smiling cat, orange whistling. I love that. I can't see what it looks like because it doesn't show me, but I like reading that. That's like being in my car. When somebody messaged me in my car, it always says, tan hand waving. Cleared up. So Monday night is the highest unalive themselves for people between 7 to 9 p.m. That is the time I would go live when I was doing the mental health lives, if or when I start back on YouTube. Okay. Well, I'm hoping that if I go on at 5 a.m. and they listen to it sometime during Monday, that it will instill something in them to not do something on Monday night. Does that make sense? Somebody told me, I don't know who, because I'm in all these podcast groups, that to try to upload your podcast super early in the morning, because a lot of people listen to podcasts when they're exercising in the gym in the morning or when they're driving to work or riding the bus. So 5 a.m., that's not going to change. So, Amelia, I'm doing good. I'm getting ready to go to the basement to take photos. Oh, wow. Fun. Yeah, that's kind of what that's why I'm thinking 5 a.m. on Mondays, but I can always change it, but ooh. Well, I'll say for you, Destiny, you really I had a word in my head and then I lost it. You really stuck it out. 2 years is a long time, and I imagine it can be very draining, and it's a big commitment. Live streams are a big commitment. Whereas podcasts, I can do it whenever I want, record it. The problem is recording. Like, I do it in my bedroom and I have to turn the AC off. And you guys know I live in Houston, right? So I have to turn the AC completely off in the house. Well, my wife doesn't take too kindly to that. So I can only do that when she's gone. And she doesn't leave very often. So whenever she leaves for an hour or two, I always make her tell me, I said, you tell me if you're going somewhere, and then I'll go record something. And I go sit in the bedroom, shut the door in the heat, and record, because I don't want the air conditioner to be buzzing or anything. And so it is a commitment, but it's not like going live. Going live is tough. At the same time every week, that's tough, like I didn't do many pre-records. I'm doing mostly lives. Yeah, and you should in that case, because you want people asking questions. They need to get immediate answers, right? So that's why I'm thinking, after my first 5 or 6 episodes, if I do get questions, I won't have uploaded the podcast, and I can sneak those questions in there, like question of the week, and just stick it in there somehow. So I think the pre-records, that is how it works. Yeah. 100 to 102 all this week. Oh, Glenn. I don't think we've gotten up that high. Glenn, I can't believe you haven't made a sale yet. How are sales for you, Glenn? Kimberly, are your sales good right now?
They were, but they're down the last 2 days.
Yeah. See, that's what happened to me. I was so excited. I'm like, man, August is going to be awesome. And then all of a sudden, I was like, what happened? I was so excited. I thought, man, this is the end of summer slowdown. And I really haven't had a summer slowdown, except June was kind of slow, but it was fine. July was a whole lot better than June. And then I thought, man, August is going to be better in July. Like, maybe that's just my summer slowdown. That's it. Gotten through the worst of it. And it could just be, I don't know. Who knows?
My June was good. My July wasn't so great.
Mm-hmm. See,
But my July was as good as May, so.
Got some more boot cut, Crystal. If you're watching later. Levi's 525 boot cut. She's always getting on to me to get boot cut and flare. See, I don't see them very often. I did get a cha-ching a while ago. I guess I should see what that's about. Okay, I'm up to $67. Woohoo! A Disney Beauty and the Beast shirt for $26.85. I will take that. I gotta take it off Poshmark. Oh, that's a cute shirt. I just had that listed a month. No, since June.
Beth, did your impressions come back up?
I haven't looked.
Mine did, but I also at the same time went in and increased the promoted listings rate. I went up 1% for part of my items and 2% for other items.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that cute? I never seen that one before. That's a cute shirt. Yeah, I don't think I found any Disney on Monday. That was really bummed. My sales have been slow, but I'm running big discounts this month to get ready for moving. So hopefully you're moving again, Amelia? Are you moving again? Okay, you didn't tell me that. I haven't watched your last video though. I started it and then I had to turn it off. But did you mention that in there? You know the one where I wrote you and said you must feel good? I didn't finish that one, I don't think. My bike store eBay is good. My personal one is dead. Just posted cool find on Instagram, vintage Disney. Well, let's take a look at it. Maybe y'all can see this. This is photo albums. It won't do it any bigger, but these are photo albums. They're vintage, new and sealed. That's good. I had a really cool photo album, but it never sold, but it wasn't sealed, so vintage photo album. Those are cute. How big are those things? How big are those things, Craig? Like how many photos could they fit in one? Hopefully, you just bought a house. Are you moving to a different area? If you don't want to share it on here, I understand. Oh, he sent me the link. Let's see. I can pull it up. Whoop. There we go. All right, there we go. There's a closer picture of them. Look at that. Those are nice. Those are cute, Craig. I'm excited if everything goes through okay. The house had a shop that is AC heated. That is as big as my current house. That is going to be my eBay area. Oh, you're moving to a different house. Okay. Old enough where there isn't anything printed on the back. Hey, Amelia, what was I going to ask you about that? Yeah, I can't remember what I was going to ask you about that. House has issues. Oh, I was going to ask you, does the house that you're looking at, does it have more land or less land? We are moving a couple of hours away. Oh, wow. No, don't open them. They are made for 35 millimeter photos. So maybe like one photo on a page, Craig? Those are small, right? Those aren't big. I would think those would be small, like one photo on a page. Like and comment. Okay. He's reminding me to like and comment, everybody. So let me like it. These look terrible, I'm going to say. No. All right, I'll comment. There you go. Yeah, they're smaller. You're welcome. Now you need to comment on some of mine. All right. Let's do Delaware, guys. It's known for the least regular exercise. A Gallup poll says less than half the people from Delaware exercise regularly, and that's for 30 minutes a day, 3 times a week. But it only takes about an hour to drive from the north of Delaware to the south, so surely very few of them know how long it takes to walk that distance. Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Amelia says we just both work from home and our current house is just small feeling. We want to be back closer to a town that has less land, but the house is 3 times bigger than our house, fenced in backyard for the dogs. Oh, that's awesome. You're gonna give me a thumbs up here. Okay, thank you. Okay, Florida is known for the most recreational boat accidents, which we shouldn't be surprised. Florida boasts of the highest number of with regards to boat accidents and fatalities. Studies do show that Floridians operate their boats at least as well as highly caffeinated primates. So there's that. Anybody want to guess Georgia? Whoa. Georgia is known for the least integrity. Politicians in Georgia are the least ethical, with about 658 state workers accepting gratuities during a 2-year period. State legislators were not available for award without an offer of sporting event tickets or honey baked hams. Look at these wild pants. Woo. Chico's so slimming. Wild. I didn't get very many pants this time. I always say I'm going to quit selling pants, but they sell. I don't like them anymore. First, I take 5 measurements, plus some of them are heavy. I don't know. You sell maternity, Kimberly?
Very seldom, and it's got to be something really good.
Yeah, because my daughter gave me some maternity clothes, only like 20 pieces, and they were just pretty much junky stuff, right? Because I'd probably bought them from her at the thrift store in the first place. And I already sold a pair of shorts like in one day, and I'm like, whoa. And then I thought, well, if they sell pretty well, I'll start picking them up because I see them all the time. But I've decided if I see them, I'm just going to look at the brand. If it's a really good brand, I'll buy it. But I'm not gonna buy the junky stuff like I was buying. I was just buying anything knew that would fit her, and now it's coming back to me, so I'm selling it.
Yeah, women aren't buying maternity clothes; they'll buy regular clothes that just fit large.
So, well, Christy was telling me some regular women, just plus size women, buy maternity clothes that aren't pregnant. I don't know. So go figure. I think maybe like if I find a really business attire or something, that's maternity, I'll probably buy it.
Yeah. Or plus size maternity.
That stuff's expensive, I'm sure, in the maternity shops. So, but jeans Hawaii has the highest homelessness rate. Homelessness has actually been decreasing in the United States in recent years. So that's great. I kind of disagree with that, but maybe that's just in my state. But the bad news is that Hawaii has about 5 times more homeless people than Mississippi, Indiana, and Kansas. They do get to sleep on a beautiful beach, though. I mean, it hasn't decreased around here. I kind of disagree with that. What the heck is the top of this thing? What did I buy? Bet. You would have said Louisiana. Well, They're probably stuck on that island or islands, and the prices are so high over there, right, that they can't afford to keep their houses and they can't get off the island. Idaho is known for the worst drivers. Fortunately, they don't really cause the most road accidents since few people live there or even have the need to drive through the state on their way someplace else. The next worst place were the District of Columbia and New York, but that's not surprising given their reputations. Idaho's drivers are just really bad behind the wheel. Illinois has the most rail accidents. Yes, people in Illinois get hurt by things other than guns and deep dish pizza. All those rail yards at the heart of America ends up bringing a lot of derailments, so they just barely edged out Texas in terms of total train accidents. I don't even remember buying this stuff, and that was just Monday. All right. Indiana, which is where I was born, but not raised. Most meth incidents. Now, there's a huge upset. Everyone thought it would be Florida. Hope you didn't put any money there, literally. Iowa, highest racial disparity in marijuana arrests. Both black and white Iowans use marijuana, and at the same rate too. But black Iowans are 8 times more likely to be arrested for possession. That's a lot more than you think. Why is my phone blinking? Our car insurance is very high here in Louisiana, Glenn says. Well, I don't know how high is high, but no, Amelia took a train to Chicago last year, and she says never again. I was telling Barry that today and Barry, you're supposed to be here. He said he would try to watch. I'm gonna probably drink on the plane. I'm gonna be so nervous. And I told him, I said, when I get off the plane, I said, just look for the staggering woman coming out of the gate, and you'll know it's me. Because that's the only way I can get. That's the only way I can fly. Hate it. LA is one of the highest in the United States. Yeah. I don't know how high is. I don't know if what we're paying is high, Glenn. My wife takes care of all that. Kansas is known for the ugliest scenery. I'm sorry if you guys love Kansas. Have you seen The Wizard of Oz and wondered why it starts in black and white? Turns out Kansas does not look like. Turns out Kansas does look like that in the eyes of most Americans, at least. Kentucky is the worst place to be an animal. The Kentucky Wildcats have won 8 NCAA championships, but being an actual Wildcat is no fun in the state. They are on an unprecedented 7-year run, being the worst state for animal protection. Huh. I didn't know that. See, some of these are not funny. Whoa.
That was mine.
Is that yours? That was yours?
Yes, that was
Oh,
me.
God, it was loud. I was like, I didn't turn my phone up that loud. You got a sale, Kimberly?
Yes, I haven't had a chance to look at it.
Okay, well, let's play a song for you. Let me turn my volume down because, oops, that's my microphone. I don't want to do that. My wife's trying to work, and I don't want to play it too loud over here. Let's see, which one did we do last time? Well, let's just play the new one. Congratulations. She made a sale. No, she doesn't believe that either. They never seen the Flint Hills. Yeah, it was Kimberly. She made a sale. All right, next one, Louisiana. Here we go, Louisiana. Highest murder rate. Louisiana has the highest murder rate and the highest rate of death by firearm. Think twice about partying around after a Mardi Gras night out with your friends. You don't want to end up with one of those unsolved mystery TV shows.
Yep.
Maine is known for the fewest heliports. You probably have to drive over the nearby New Hampshire just to land that helicopter. It's tough, but at least you have the money for a helicopter. All right. How late do you have to work, Glenn? Till 5? Maryland, worst at incarcerating the elderly. So apparently in Maryland, the elderly can literally get away with murder. Well, somewhat. Just 7.5% of the state's inmates are over the age of 50, and that's about half the rate nationwide. I haven't picked this up before. This is a Maurice's top. Look at that back. That's awesome. All beaded. That's awesome. Massachusetts, they're worst at happy hour. Massachusetts became the first state to ban happy hour way back in 1984. So for 30 years, the state's residents have complained and chatted nonstop about work over full-priced drinks. If anybody is in the side chat and wants to win a color wheel, still got a few left to give away. All right, let's see what we got here. I sell these all the time, guys. These just my size tops with the butterflies and the glitter. Sell them all the time. And this one happens to be a long sleeve. Usually I have the short sleeve ones. No problem selling that. All right, next one's Michigan. They're known for the worst roads. The move Movie 8 Mile put Detroit back on the Hollywood map, but every other mile in the state is just horrible. Compared to others, Michigan spends the least per capita on its roads and bridges at just $174 per person annually. Get an SUV. Minnesota has the most tornadoes. In 2010 alone, Minnesota had 145 tornadoes statewide. That's a lot. Better check the weather before you visit and ask if the hotel is tough enough to withstand one. Minnesota is my least favorite state, guys. No plans to go back. Several of these tops I'm getting have a consignment tag on them. So I guess maybe this place bought this consignment shop out. Never seen that before. All right. All right. Mississippi has the shortest life expectancy. Uh-oh. Oh, this is a cute 3X, says Taco Tuesday. This t-shirt. That'll sell. Taco Tuesday. Shoot, I'd probably wear that one if that was my size. Mississippi, shortest life expectancy. Locals of Mississippi live for around 75 years on average. There are 11 states in the union where residents are expected to reach at least 80 years old. That's 5 years more than Mississippians get. And those are 5 extra years away from Mississippi. If anybody wants this hoodie, it's a 2XL. This is a men's. Yeah, it's a men's 2XL hoodie. It says, never broke again. That's kind of cool. I'll sell it to you for cheap. I might actually wear that on my trip. It's going to be too big, but this is a sad one. Missouri is known for the worst puppy mills. There's nothing pleasant about this, and even if they had the best ones, it would still be a horrible practice. Report if you see one, and remember to adopt if you can. That's my dogs are rescues. Des, if you're still here, give Mr. Pickles a kiss on the cheek for me. Montana has the most traffic fatalities per capita. Back in the 1990s, Montana abolished speed limits during the day. People were allowed to drive as fast to get out of Montana. It was like the Autobahn, except drivers were singing songs like Barbie Girl at double the speed limit. Thankfully, the state reinstituted speed limits, though enforcement is a whole different matter. You remember like in the 70s or 80s, they bumped the speed limits up really high. I remember that. No, did they take them down? I don't, because of the gas shortage. Can't remember. I just remember my dad complaining because the speed limits changed so drastically. All right. Thanks, Des. Everyone should have a Mr. Pickles in their life. Nebraska is known for the least furniture manufacturing. You're not going to find anything with a Made in Nebraska sticker. Good opportunity to start a business? Maybe, but I don't want to move to Nebraska. All right. This is a Torrid t-shirt that says easily unimpressed. If anybody's looking for a Torrid t-shirt, I didn't find that much Torrid this time. Okay, I'm gonna turn off my camera for a second. I gotta get up, move things around. And it feels great to detag these items. I guess you don't detag, do you, Kimberly? You have somebody else do it.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I said, I guess you don't detag items. You let somebody else do it.
I do if I'm the one putting them out. But a lot of times my assistant will do it before she takes photos.
After a while, my hands start cramping. And then I've got my buttoner, and that helps a lot with my arthritis for the buttoning. But... All right, Nevada is known for the highest divorce rate. Duh. It's not a surprising statistic in the union, what with all the Elvis-officiated ceremonies and alcohol-fueled nuptials among strangers. Good thing legal proceedings that happen in Vegas will stay in Vegas, too. Speaking of Vegas, where is Crystal? Isn't there a store called Nebraska Furniture Mart? I don't know, Amelia. I would look that up, but let me see what time it is. Yeah, I got time to look it up. Nebraska Furniture Mart. I'll see. Oh, it came right up. They're having an anniversary sale. Oh, I don't want to sign up for a $10 off my purchase. Well, they looks like they sell lots of other things too. They sell sofas, love seats, beds, Bluetooth speakers, headphones, major appliances, floor care, lawnmowers, computers, area rugs, babies and kids, accent chairs, and flooring. Wow. Hmm. The only thing is, Amelia, they probably don't make this stuff. And, well, I don't know, maybe they do manufacture the furniture. Let's see if it's designed by Ashley Derrickson. Oh, virtual shopping. What is it? I thought maybe it would say about us. Really have an about us section. No. That's pretty cool. They got a virtual appointment. Oh, Christy's here.
I'm late, but I'm here.
Hey, Christy. How was work?
Too long, and then now at 3 o'clock I have to see about Oreo's appointment that she has with the vet. She has a cluster of cysts on that one boob, but now it's like it's just got fluid a lot there too, and I got to see what that's about.
Well, I don't know if you were listening, but we're talking about things that states are known for, like the worst things they're known for. New Hampshire's the fewest inland waterways. There's really not a lot to complain about in New Hampshire, though navigating the state via boat is going to frustrate you to the end. Can't believe I'm in the ends already.
What was the Oklahoma thing?
What? I haven't gotten to Oklahoma yet. I'm on Nebraska, and they're in alphabetical order.
Oh, okay.
A cute dress by Lemongrass. It's 4X. This is cute. Look at this checkerboard dress.
That is a cute buffalo plaid, definitely. Buffalo plaid Christmas-ish dress.
You got to get up again. I got to get one more empty tub and scare my dog. My poor dog. I'm sorry, Callie. I'm sorry, baby. This morning I was moving stuff around and I backed her up in a corner and she couldn't get out. I feel so bad for her. Okay, New Jersey is the worst for speeding tickets. New Jersey does have a speed trap every 30 miles, the most in the country. So they collect $30,000 per mile in road user fees. And if you're caught going just 10 miles over the speed limit, your fine will probably be doubled for racing. Forget your speed fantasies in New Jersey. I have to ask Maggie about that. If she agrees with that or not. I'm glad I'm doing this in here because when I do it in the living room, I inevitably somehow drop a staple on the floor and my wife steps on it in her bare feet, and I get in trouble. So it's a good thing I'm doing this in here. This is like rainbow. Like, look at this silky, rainbowy dress. It's the only reason I got it, I think.
It's a great dress.
So cute. It's by Worthington, but it's a size 6. But it is just so pretty with the rainbow colors, right? And it's a maxi.
That would have sold during Pride Month, but I bet it will.
I know, but you know my keywords are going to be. So, and it's definitely like a summer dress. It's very lightweight. New Mexico has the most accidental deaths. Accidental could mean anything too. So even just stepping out for air could be fatal. Maybe Death himself found a nice piece of land over there.
It's called Rattlesnakes and Gila Monsters.
Yeah. Death says, Wisconsin is professional drinkers. Nobody from Wisconsin can join any drinking contest in other states because they say Wisconsin people are pros at drinking. That is just one that I know. Well, I don't know what Wisconsin says. We'll check that out in a minute. New York, worst to be a taxpayer. New Yorkers do pay the highest average state and local taxes. That's a whopping $9,718 per year, 39% higher than the national median. So even if you adjust for cost of living, the state still comes in last.
I bet parts of California are pretty bad taxes too.
Oh, yeah. North Carolina, where I'm going in a few. Okay, luckily this won't affect me. Worst state for education. North Carolina is found to be the worst state in terms of education. Factors like education spending, student to teacher ratio, and percentage of kids too lazy all come into play. I don't think would generalize about children, but
I thought that was Oklahoma. Damn.
got another. I guess this is a robe. I'm really trying to break out into sleepwear for larger women. Seems to be paying off. North Dakota is the least visited. I've been there. Geography has North Dakota most isolated from the rest of the country. Doesn't mean South Dakota is geographically sexier, though. The problem here is that North Dakota doesn't have a tourist attraction like Mount Rushmore. There's no National Buffalo Museum, but it's not exact. Oh, there is a National Buffalo Museum, but it's not exactly a must-see.
Yeah, there's definitely Native American tribes up there.
Look at this. Isn't that pretty?
Oh wow.
Tunic dress. J. Crew. Ohio has the worst water. Ohio fell dead last in study of water cleanliness by the Natural Resources Defense Council. So if you must visit Ohio, do bring extra cash for drinking water and medicines just in case. Now we are at Oklahoma, Christy.
Oh damn. Okay. I'm ready.
I'm going to have to stop for a minute. I got to cut this tag off. This is another one of those consignment tags. That's weird. I've never seen these before.
I love hearing the facts. I can agree to disagree on some of the things.
Okay. Yeah. This is a nightgown, a 4X nightgown. It's got ladybugs, and I can't decide if these are lightning bugs, fireflies. I don't think they're bumblebees. I mean, they do have yellow and white. I mean, yellow and black, but I don't think those are bumblebees.
I don't think bumblebees, but they do look like bees.
About what?
They do look like bees. Maybe not bumblebees or carpenter bees, but they do look like a type of bee.
Yeah. Yeah, I just put ladybugs and bees. Oklahoma has the lowest produce consumption. Oklahoma's fast food titan Sonic offers customers 398,929 different drink combinations. Plus, they sell roughly 3 billion tater tots a year. But that doesn't mean they have lots of fruits and vegetables in those meals.
Yep, redneck carnivores here.
You agree with that, Christy?
I am not from here. Oh, Tia said she was going to comment about the Sonic because there's Sonic like.
No, I was going to say, Christy, go get me some Sonic for dinner tonight.
Oh, damn.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
It's funny.
After I find out about Oreo, I will go get you Sonic.
It's just, wow, really?
Who are you talking to, Christy?
My sister-in-law, she's waiting for her ramen to get done.
No, just the ghost that hunts the walls.
What's her name?
Tiana.
Just call me Tia.
Yeah, her name is Tia, short.
It's easier.
Hi, Kiana.
And,
You like some Sonic, huh?
yeah.
She likes the cheese sticks and the jalapeno poppers we got.
What's your favorite drink at Sonic?
The grape with the nerds.
They do have a good grape slushy with nerds. She loves that.
Okay. I like Diet Coke with cherry, regular cherry.
Oh, they have Coke Zero at Sonic too.
It's not. Let me show it. Brahms is from Oklahoma. So good. I know Brahms is so good. They have them in Arkansas.
And, and when they come out with pumpkin stuff, Brahms has the pumpkin stuff. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oregon is the most prescription painkiller abuse. Follow these 2 rules when it comes to painkillers in Oregon. Don't touch their, I can't say this word, Percocets. And do you have any Percocets? But really, what's causing them so much pain anyway?
Because they're from Oregon. I don't know.
Saying that word with
My I almost said my provider. Damn, I'm the provider. Okay, my client that I have right now, she's from Oregon, and she does some of that, but a lot of stuff don't work for her, but they work for other people. Did you know?
Yeah, Brahms is really good. I used to go there when I went to Arkansas. I think it's switching pages, but I don't know. Oh. Pennsylvania, worst bridges. There are 22,660 bridges in Pennsylvania, but just 23% of those are considered structurally deficient. Crossing a bridge over there can become a pray or be prayed over kind of situation. I gotta kind of hurry because I'm gonna be on the clock at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I've got to.
Rhode Island has the highest teacher absenteeism. More than half of the teachers in Rhode Island have missed more than 10 days of work during the school year, while 1 in 5 missed at least 20 days of school. If a student did this, they would be held back. What's funny is that Rhode Island's teachers get paid more than the ones in South Dakota. Okay.
Or the ones here in Oklahoma, because they don't get paid shit.
Everyone gets paid more than the ones in Louisiana.
It's not good. It's really not. Even though I know Oklahoma, I say, does not have a good education system, but it's like, if they had more money, I think they would concentrate on the curriculum a little bit more.
I love Tulsa because I'm geographically challenged, and I love driving through Tulsa because everything's it's all on a grid. All the numbers are going one direction and all the letters are going another, and it was so easy to not get lost in Tulsa. It was so easy. Okay. South Carolina, most violent crime. Out of all the 50 states, South Carolina has the highest rate of violent crime, coming in at 766 per 100,000 residents. That whole concept of Southern hospitality, nope. Oh, here we go. South Dakota. Now they're telling us they have the lowest paid teachers. It's not just the teachers in South Dakota, though, since everyone gets paid less statewide. South Dakota has the lowest salaries in the nation, so bad news for employees, but good news for employers. Yeah, they didn't tell us that because it came later. Tennessee, most dangerous. We're talking straight up, keep your head on a swivel, dangerous here. So keep this in mind. Or better yet, don't bother visiting the state if this concerns you. Now, I want to go to Tennessee. I have places I want to go in Tennessee.
That is weird because it's like
Grand Opry. I want to go to Graceland.
It's like the country capital, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It seems like parts of Cali would be worse than Tennessee.
You would think so. Okay, here we go with Texas. Fewest high school graduates per capita. I believe it because our education system sucks. In this state, less than 80% have a high school diploma, resulting in Texas being the only state that dips below 80%. Everything really is bigger in Texas, dropout rates included. Does not surprise me at all.
That's not the only thing that's going up. Teen pregnancy is going up too in Texas.
And it was frustrating teaching in the public schools in Texas. I only lasted Well, the first time I did it was 3 years. Then I went to private, and then I went back to public for 1 year, thinking I could hack it, and I made it 1 year. I'm like, this is for the birds. I cannot be a part of this. I quit. Went back to private. You know, you didn't get paid as much, you didn't get insurance, but I just could not deal with all that crap. People there, like, I mean, I don't know if it's like everywhere, but in Texas, well, in Houston anyway, they got all these people as administrators, and they've never stepped foot in a classroom. They've never taught. They go straight from bachelor's degree to master's degree administrator. I'm sorry, but you can't manage people when you haven't even taught before. Oh, was Barry, if you're watching later, found another scrub top at Anissa 2X.
Oh, that's cute.
Barry was asking me today if I sold scrub tops, and because I was listed one when we were talking, and I said if they're plus size, yes. If they're smaller size, they have to be a very popular character. But I don't just grab floral scrub tops.
I usually grab seasonal scrub tops or something that I think would pattern that people would really like.
Haven't had one of these in forever. 2X Girl Scouts t-shirt. This is definitely for a man, or a larger woman, someone who wears more than a 2X. So for a Girl Scout leader, I'll still put leader on there, but I used to get Girl Scout stuff all the time, and I haven't seen it. It's probably been 3 or 4 years. Utah is the nerdiest state. Here's a study calculated based on public Facebook likes. Utah is actually the most openly nerdy state. Hard to argue in a place that sells only 3-2 beer, with last call being at 1 a.m.
They're not going to talk about the Mormon population?
Well, I was just going to say that was what I would have thought, but this is the worst thing, not the, well, I don't know. I don't remember what it's called, but.
I wonder what the homeschool population is there.
Coffee and chill. This will sell. This was my thought on that, is that, think about the Osmonds or whatever. Think about the Mormons. They're not allowed to drink, smoke, whatever. They might be perceived to some people as being nerdy, right? Because they don't do what other people are doing. That's just kind of my feeling.
To me, nerdy is like D&D people that love board games.
Brainiacs.
Yeah.
Mm. Vermont has the most illicit drug use. Vermont's love for illegal substances could have something to do with the fact that it is also the state with the fewest children. Its residents have now reached an age where they realize that life can be painful. At least they partied hard. Is she coming back in? Lost you, huh?
I accidentally hit the wrong button and I kicked myself out.
I am surprised Oklahoma wasn't the most toxic land due to Oklahoma and all the mining. Yeah. Well, they just picked one thing, Amelia, so. Virginia is the lowest oil production per capita. Alaska ranks highest in oil production, but fortunately for Virginia, they're still so much better at not having chlamydia. Dig deep and get pumping. You weren't here when we did Alaska. It was the highest chlamydia rate. Christy.
Wow.
Washington is the worst at loving Justin Bieber. This is stupider. This is like the stupidest one. Washington did legalize pot smoking, even though people can't grow weed at home. So the best thing to do, and it's free, is adore Justin Bieber. That was dumb.
In Washington, they're believers.
I don't know. West Virginia has the fewest college graduates per capita. West Virginia is, see, in Texas, they don't make it to college because they don't get in high school. West Virginia is almost heaven in John Denver's famous song, but economically speaking, the state is a bit of a black hole. Aside from having the fewest college graduates, they have the fewest full-time workers, plus the lowest level of optimism regarding the economy. Here we go with Wisconsin. Who was talking about Wisconsin earlier? Wisconsin is the highest incarceration rate of African Americans. 12.8% of African American men are incarcerated in Wisconsin. That's nearly double the national average of 6.7% and 3 percentage points worse than Oklahoma. An African American man will end up in jail faster than anyone playing Monopoly. Here we go, Des, if you're in there. And like I said, these may not be true. This is just for fun, but this is a funny one. Wyoming has the highest suicide rate. Unfortunately, Wyoming has the highest suicide rate at 23.2 per 100,000. Wow. New Jersey is the state with the highest will to live, with a suicide rate nearly 3 times lower than Wyoming's. Wyoming is the least popular state, though. That was it. That was kind of fun. Some of them were sad. Some of them were kind of interesting. Just wanted something to do while we're...
What was the thing about Hawaii? I'm wondering.
The what?
What was the fact about Hawaii?
What did we say? It's the most homeless people. Homeless.
I do loops in town, and I mean, I live in Stillwell, Oklahoma, like 7 miles from the border of Arkansas, and there's a lot of I have to watch when I'm doing loops in town because I do it because my head's not in the best headspace. I shouldn't be driving, but I drive anyway. I have to watch because there's people walking, and I'm like, what are you guys doing here? It's late at night. Shouldn't you be in somewhere? Oh my gosh. It's bad enough that Cherokee Nation had to build a homeless shelter here in Stillwell.
Well, at least they built one. They were saying people sleep on the beach there. I just figure that the cost of living there is so high that, you know, people can't afford to have a home, and they can't afford to get off the islands, you know, can't afford a plane ticket off. So they...
Everything is so expensive there. I thought it was going to be, you know, drugs were the most out of per capita everywhere in Hawaii, because it seems like people have, I mean, that's how they make their money, a lot of people there, so they can live, I guess. I don't know.
Have a great day, Amelia. I'll try to watch the rest of your videos. It's really hard for me to watch YouTube because then I find myself looking at the screen and then I can't work fast. And
Beth, I'm gonna have to leave too.
I'm gonna get off of here too, guys. I appreciate y'all joining me. Thank you so much for joining me, Kimberly and Christy. I really appreciate it. I had a great time. And yeah, I got to go ahead and get ready for work. So we'll talk to y'all next time. I hope you'll join us on my next live stream. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.